Hi, I'm Rav. Welcome to I want to talk about me and why I've created the channel and why I've built it in the way that I have and what I plan to do with it. This is my story. I wanted to, from a content creator's perspective and from a genuine social perspective, do this in one take. Now, life isn't flawless, it's full of kinks, and I wanted to capture that in this one vlog. In previous vlogs and future ones, I will edit and make it smooth so the message is clear. But in this one, I wanted to be real as I can, and actually talk to you about why I've built this brand and why I've done the I am stuff. So it's something that I came across as a model a while back, and it was a self-help tool. As a adult, right, as a dad and juggling full-time work, I found it hard to just segment and compartmentalize life because it's just messy. So I came across this tool and I developed it to what it is to just help me put my mental space into different pots and I can dip into that. So I have time with my wife and I make sure that's strong and we have regular time together. And if she mentions something in her calendar, I've got that noted in that part of life. With work, I look after a team, typically of about 10 people. And when they come to me with their 10 challenges or conversations, I'll often forget. Um, I haven't got flawless eidetic memory. So then it's just like doing all that together. Once I pulled all that together and compartmentalized life, it helped me get on top of those elements and figure out what I'm not on top of and work on those things. The reason I created the channel was to help people like myself who are struggling with just day to day challenges. I was a trainer in a previous role and I've helped share knowledge technically and some soft skills, so conversational skills, which are harder to pick up and less tangible with all different types of people successfully over years. And in doing that, it's helped me share knowledge in a clear way that just helps. Then I was a team manager, and that's where I am today in my sort of corporate 9 to 5. And I look after people, and people in life are the one thing that you can't control. They're just, in Aladdin, the wishes you can do anything, but you can't force people to fall in love with you because you just can't control people. And that's the most beautifully challenging, amazingly complex thing that when it works, it's just amazing. And when it doesn't, that's what I like to dig and find out things that aren't working, focus on those things and help them work and just people help make people happy, I suppose. So I 2 years ago thought about, all right, I've got this experience in training. I've worked with people and I love helping people. How can I do more of that? And I hit a little sticking point in life where I had a list of goals, I hit some of them, and then I lost a bit of purpose and I just needed to figure out what it is that I wanted to do. And that's where I came across the YouTube element and social content creation of the I am. That's where it started from. And in the last 2 years, it's taken me 6 months to really think about what I want to do for the rest of my life in terms of purpose and give me that fulfillment, like in my heart, and know this is what I want to do. And that hasn't changed over the last 2 years, which is why I know I'm on the right path. And secondly, it's taken sort of a year and a half to balance and move my responsibilities around to a point where I can put my energy into content creation on top of everything else. So I'll start off with the first core part of who I am, which is I'm a dad. I want to leave a legacy to my children that they can be proud of. This video that I'm creating now will hopefully be around for them to see when they're old. I've got a 2 year old and a 5 year old, and they probably won't understand a lot of what I'm talking about now. But when they're older, when I'm older, I can look back at this, hopefully not in a cringe way, but in a way where they can be proud of me. And I want to show them that social content creation, you can use social media for positive. So that's what I do. Um, and I'm solid about the why. I want to do this to help people. I've helped people in work, I've helped people in their personal lives, and I want to help more people. And putting my stuff online is a way I can add more value and reach more people. So that's pretty much what I've done. And I want to use social media and online platforms in a positive way so I can show my kids, look, this is how you can use it for the better. And um, my daughter, she already, in front of the camera starts saying like, I am kind, I am brave. And it's beautiful. It's literally why I do what I do. And I've had family members come to me and show me stuff because of their awareness of my online content, and it's beautiful. I want to feel more of that and build more of that, and that's what the I Am brand is about. It's about people like me who are struggling and need a bit of help to get on top of certain things, to just feel like they can manage. So that core element of me being a dad is to leave that legacy and help support my children. And underlying in that is actually, I want me and my wife to have the freedom to be able to spend more time with them and spend more time with each other. And that's where the attributes come into play in compartmentalizing compartmentalizing life. Um, what really drove me to do this, um, overcoming that fear really, and that awkwardness of talking to myself in a camera and talking to you, which is you, the person watching this, you, my future self, you, my kids, and whoever else is willing to engage and has made it this far in the video, or has subscribed, and maybe does subscribe on the back of this, and I hope you do. But it's about, then, all right, what is it within life that you're struggling with? Finance, and I want to hit that monetization criteria on YouTube, for example, so that I can spend more time creating content, which I love doing, and less time with the 9 to 5, and transition through that, whatever that looks like for me. But if it doesn't mature in that sense, I'm happy to do it forever because I love it. I'm, like I said, committed to the cause, flexible about how, whether it's through YouTube videos, whether it's through posts on Instagram, whatever social content, whether it's to face-to-face seminars and sessions, whether it's to one-to-one coaching. I'm flexible on the how, but I'm hell-bent on the why, which is just to help people, as many people as I can, as much value as I can create in as many ways as possible, and just build that, whether it's me on my own, a team of people, a whole community. And getting to that point will be beautiful, but I'm at this point now where it's just me in the room trying to set up all the stuff that you might not see behind the camera. I've got the lighting, the camera, I've got the tripod, which is rested precariously, and if I move it a little bit, the camera's going to tip over, setting the background up, trying to get this shot in one take, just for the genuine purpose of showing people that actually, um, social media can be butchered, but I wanted to be as genuine as I can by doing it in that one take, and um, being as raw as possible. But I wanted to get, and I want to get out of that retirement mentality of, I, as much as I love what I do, and it is fulfilling in my corporate job, it isn't something that I can leave behind as a legacy that I'm proud of and that will outlive me. And this content creation, this YouTube channel, this brand, I hope it does outlive me, and I hope it outlives my kids, and they can perpetuate what I'm creating. And I'm excited. I'm really interested to see, from this point on, 6 to 12 months into creating the brand, just sparking the content. There's not much out yet. This is like my third vlog, and 5 years from now, looking back at this moment, 10 years now, and looking back and remembering this moment when it was raw and I had less than 30 subscribers. I was scratching at like 100 views per video, and um, I was just praying that the money would come from this, so that I could not live month to month and feel like, actually, I don't know a year from now how I'm gonna get out of that. But like I said, I'm doing it to help people genuinely. The monetization is underlying because of the financial pressure, but the attributes and the things that I do to work on that outside of what it is, and I really, really want to dig into. Particularly for me, it's wealth, right? So your challenge individually might be one of the other attributes, whether you're struggling with family, whether you're struggling with work, or your health. Your home could be, something that you have a challenge with, or your spirituality, whether that's religion or whatever else. There's so many different things, and that's why I sort of whittled it down to 10 attributes, main attributes. But then digging deeper into that, talking about wealth, it's, what am I doing to improve that? How am I maximizing the money I'm getting in? How am I reducing my outgoings, managing my budget, second, third, fourth, fifth, multiple sources of income? How am I maximizing my savings? Am I investing that anywhere? Am I doing a budget planner even to figure that out? Have I got unwanted items that I can sell? And doing things within my control to compound. and get better at it. And that's where the sort of arbitrary number comes within an attribute. It's like if I rate my wealth from a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being my expectation of reality, exactly where I want it to be, 0 being I want to be rich, but I've got no money, I'm about a 3 or 4. So what can I do within my control over the next month, 2 months, 3 months? 90 days generally seems to be a fair time scale to take some actions and then look back at that and turn that 3 to 4 into a 4 to 5. And then in a year from now, turn that into 5 to 6. 5 years from now, turn it to 7 or 8. And then, when I'm hitting 10, 15 years from now, get that to the 9 or 10 without dropping the ball with other things such as family time and putting so much energy into money that I forget about spending time with my kids, or so much time with the family that I go broke because I'm not working. And trying to get that balance is just tough. It just is tough. And I'm going through that toughness, but fighting through it and finding ways to get better at it. And as I do that, I'm sharing that through the channel, through the vlogs. And that's really why I created the channel, to just help share some of that journey, my journey, with what I'm struggling with at the moment, what I feel like a lot of adults are struggling with, and that impact on your day-to-day mental health and well-being. And it's just like just hammering down, like I'm doing so much and still may not feel like I'm getting much traction. I'm spending so much effort at the moment on content creation and not getting many views, but I'm certain that this is the right way to go and it will pay off. And when it pays off, if it doesn't pay off, I'm going to continue on that path because I've taken the time to think about this is what I want to do, and for as long as I can and I'm able to, this is what I'm going to do. And like I said, the why I do it is to help people. The how I do it, I'm flexible on and I'm willing to negotiate on. But I wanted something for me that I am in control of. I can go in a direction that I'm happy to take opinions on, but is true to who I and what I want to stand for as the brand, but also something that I can leave as a legacy, and that's for me. And yeah, I really feel this is the way to go. So I'm happy where I am. I'm looking forward to the point where I can not have to underlying think about certain algorithms to hit, and I just want to help people. And that's what I really want to think about. I want to try and scratch the fact, and it's the value. What value are you getting out of this? By watching this, is it helping in any way? Are there things in your life you're struggling with? And as I take you on my journey to get better at those elements and share some tools and things that I've done in my life to get better at, is that something that helps you too? I would love for you to engage with the content. If it's with a like and you move on, thank you. If it's with a subscribe and the future content helps too, awesome. And if you engage and leave a comment and engage continuously through future content, then I'll send any blessings I can through online methods and acknowledge that and read them and take that feedback on board and help more so. If you are somebody who sees this and thinks, do you know what, I like what the message is, what he stands for, and I'm not awkward or cringe, and actually it's something you've watched up until this point, then reach out. And I'm very much at a point where I want to engage with every person who's willing to engage with me on a collaborative level, whether that's content creation or just messaging to back and forth some ideas. So yeah, this is the reason I've created the channel, what I want to bring forward, and I'm excited to bring you on that journey from a standardized model perspective, but actually from a real world, how it applies to my life and what I'm doing to get better at those particular things, and what tools and techniques I've learned, I am learning, and I'm putting that learner mindset of, yeah, I might be good at certain things, but I want to have a learner mindset to gain more knowledge and get better at that. And as I do that, share it in a way that helps anyone who comes across my content. So yeah, genuinely blessings to everybody. Peace out.